Oops, wrong screen. Ah! Little sleepy kitties. Especially you, Ness. You're my sleepiest soldier, and you're trying your best. I also ended up being very sleepy today because work decided to have a little fun meeting for like half an hour. It was so fucking boring. It somehow ruined the rest of my day. But I'm finishing this. I'm finishing it. You are so fucking sleepy. You can fall asleep to this. It's fine, Nettis. You may be my mod, but you also need to sleep sometimes. I do think we're at endgame, though. This has to be near the end. Here it is. All right as well. Taking the front entrance out of the deep-sea fish booth, we've arrived at the tunnel tank. I thought that was the end because I didn't think saving Hiyoshi-san would, like, cause this much drama. Mari's praying at the center of the room, addressing the fish and living creatures. Creatures do not respond verbally, but the blue light emitting from Mari envelops them. Just like at the deep-sea fish booth, they begin to swim about freely. She is the fish god. I wonder why the fish don't disappear. Since they're souls, they should also be able to cross over. The fish have unfinished business. Because they're all Mari's companions. They've been under the influence of a heart of fear up till now, but having been moved by Mari's pure heart, it seems like they want to help her. The fish's emotions, huh? Think you could hand in a paper on that? Should I write that Mari is glowing or something? If I write such a paper, they won't let me into high school. How the hell do Japanese schools work? She's 15, but not in high school? Or maybe I'm dumb. And 15 isn't high school age. It's been a while, and we are all sleepy tonight. My brain is barely functioning. You're lucky I can read. Big sister, you'll be a high school student soon. How cool, how cool! Mari is emphasizing her point by jumping up and down. The ultramarine light that seems to be not of this world is making an imprint out of Mari. As Mari says this, I can't really seem to answer her. Sister, are you in the same class as Sayo-chan? No, we go to different schools. I go to Mitsuba Junior High, close to home. What about you, Sayo? A girls' school in the city. It includes elementary, junior, and high school. It's near Mantan. Well, since the high school's begun recruiting, why not try for it? Though the score you need is high. I'm too dumb, I can't do that. Sayo-chan, you want to be in the same class as my big sister? That isn't necessarily... It's not what I mean. Stop picking on me! Sayo's face becomes red as she shouts at Mari. Mari has a mischievous smile on her face. She seemed to be attached to Sayo. I'm not used to seeing the power dynamics between these two play out so clearly, but it's quite funny. Anyway, let's keep moving. We need to go around the aquarium to all the areas and make all the creatures Mari's allies, right? The fishes say that they'll help us and spread my light, so we can leave it to them. We should go look for that man and the lady. But yeah, we're gonna beat them up. Allies, eh? Here, they're probably our most reliable option. But you know, if you don't hurry and find the man, no matter how I help them, they'll be taken over by the scary feelings again. Overwritten by the grudge, you mean? So we should return to the director's office. Yeah, that's right. I'll go in the front, because the others are following me for now. Big sister, you two, think about what you want to say to the man and the lady. Oh boy, big choice is about to come up. Mari says, pointing her fingers towards the way we came. When Mari spins to the side, the dust in the air reflects the glittering light. It's as if she's clad in blue specks of light. Mari's words weigh heavily on my chest. She has also probably realized it. This is the end. The man and the lady. And all of the imprisoned fish souls. Even the big whale. I'll bring them all along to the other side of that fuzzy world. I want to stay a human. This is what Mari's heart is screaming out. But I'm not sad. If I keep waiting the whole time, I'm sure I'll see you. I know, imprisoned fish souls. Like, I know fish are smarter than most people, like, give credit for. I don't know if they exactly have souls like that. At that time, I'll be an old lady. Will you recognize me? Big sister as an old lady? How funny. Their ambitions come to pass. Mario will never be able to go to heaven. Forever trapped within the cage of being a grudge. Sounds like a ridiculous story. Sayo, still have doubts? Maybe you shouldn't push yourself? Sayo clicks her tongue, then continues. I don't want to accept it. I still have doubts. I also feel I don't want Papa to disappear, but to be imprisoned by a shapeless grudge, unable to be rescued? I pity him. He's already dead, so at least let him be relieved by Mari's kindness. Let him be sexist up in heaven. My true resolve is that no matter how terrible he was, I still accept him as his daughter. It's not wrong, is it? Going about it that way. Sayo smiles with the most relaxed expression I've ever seen her use. It's not the strained resolve she had when we met. The person who recklessly said she would throw away her life if it meant clearing up the truth is a different person. Like that time that Mari said she wanted to protect us, this is a pure wish. Mayumi, you should also probably be sure of your feelings. Even if this Hiyoshi guy is the real culprit who killed Mari, there's no need for him to die. If he can be saved, you should save him. If he's alive, you should have to atone for his sins. Don't let him go the easy way out. Get him arrested. Sayo. I don't hate him or anything. He was scary, but I've already forgotten about him. Finally, a wish to protect you too. Pardon isn't all there is. She taught me that. That's why, no matter what conclusion you reach, Mayumi, I've decided not to deny it. I still have things I want to know. Sayo turns to me with a serious look. I look Sayo directly in the eyes and continue. If I think about it, we still haven't heard the truth. We know why Saganuma Riko planned to kill the director, but then why is Kenji-san her accomplice? And what caused him to go mad? Yeah, I want to know that too. Since she saw the scene of the murder, they probably killed Mari to shut her up. Saganuma Riko was probably killed as well, being afraid to give herself up and hesitant to kill Mari. It's nothing more than a hunch, but I have the feeling it's right. Back when Kenji-san attacked me, he tried to trick me by pretending to attack Saganuma Riko instead. His threatening attitude wasn't normal. Even though I can't think of it as something a human would do, he did it. One more thing. Saganuma Riko. Sayo looks at me with a mysterious expression. You have some connection with her, Mayumi? Why did she keep her Mari around at that time? After a moment of silence passes, I clap both my hands together. Without knowing the truth, I can't reach a conclusion. So we should get going. I'm sure the night of the full moon will be over soon. For Mari, for everyone in the aquarium, we cannot fail, no matter what. Right. With Mari's cheerful reply, she stands in front of us and begins walking, just as she had said. As I start to fall behind her form cloaked in light, that pulls me back by the hem of my shirt. It's unexpected and a little surprising. Listen to me for a moment. Huh? What is it? Once we return to the real world, I probably will be too embarrassed to say this, so I'll say it now. Before I can respond, Sayo continues. Her cheeks have been tinted a slightly red color. Our conversation earlier about high school. Since it's still about 6 months away, we have some time. Just give it some serious consideration. I'm too dumb to go to your school. I'm sorry. You mean about going to the same high school? Hey, don't just say that and walk ahead. How is Himino gonna get in there too? I think we're both too dumb to go to your all-women's school. I fall behind the two of them at a jog. My time with Mari has been fun, but surely against the providence of this world, the amount of absurd and frightening things we have encountered is probably keeping the balance. Can she stop trying to be lesbians with every girl in this story? Nah, she's got that aura, the gaydar. No, not the gaydar, the gay magnet that gets all the girls to turn lesbian and get attracted to her. Soon this time of terror will end. so will my time with Mari. I want to keep being with her forever, but that wish won't be granted. If it won't be granted, at least let me engrave these feelings onto my heart. Or protect Mari, along with my steadfast vow. Big sister, you're too slow. That's not true. I'm with you. We exit the tunnel taken head on from the Fish of the World booth. Hiyoshi-san, I'm not letting you die. I gotta know what your business is. It's dark. On opening the door to the director's office, the first thing that flies out at us is darkness. Pitch black, dark enough to swallow up even the blue light flowing out from Mari. Big sister, be careful. Right. It's not just that it's dark, but there's some sort of ominousness. Something is actively swallowing the light. The light flowing in from the door should illuminate the whole room, but it's safe to say that it isn't happening at all. I have no idea what has happened to the room, which should have been in complete disarray from the poltergeist phenomena. They're not here? Nope. They are. I can feel them. They're hiding. What a useless thing you've done. That voice. Talking to Rico, I knew it. Rico's voice came almost in sync with the answers to Silo's question. But from where? Even as I look around, I don't see them anywhere. She's a ghost. She's invisible. Kenji-kun and I? I'm sure you all haven't the capacity to understand. If you can't see her, you can clearly hear her voice. It sounds as if it's generally coming from the director's office, but I have no idea where she is. I'll tell you, the thing I realized when we met here that I've wanted you to know, because he loved you. You mean Hiyoshi-san or the president? Don't say nonsensical things. Please, show yourself. You may not have realized it yourself. You might have disappeared without knowing it. But within this aquarium, the yearning you felt when you were saved by him, I won't let you say that wasn't from a heart filled with love. No, stop this. She's 15, he's 22. You stop. Miami, don't engage with her. Yeah, this is rage bait. Ignore her. This shit is so goofy. I know, but if we let her go at this point, I get the feeling we won't learn anything about Sayunu Mariko and Kenji-san. Not just that, I don't think we can completely ignore Sayunu Mariko. Speak of our relationship, perhaps I should start with Kenji-kun. Hiyoshi Kenji. He's a criminal who killed his mother when he was little! What? Whoa! Kenji-kun, what are you doing? Without realizing I've forgotten to breathe. Yeah, me too. At this read, even Mari and Sao can't help but be interested in Sayunu Riko's story. Like, whoa, sister, you got the tea, girl, give us it. Killed her? You mean he murdered her? I realize that my voice has completely changed. He had a sister 4 years younger than he. His innocent little sister accidentally swallowed a toy. He tried to make her cough it up, but it became hard for her to breathe. She was likely writhing in pain. At that point, Kenji-kun didn't save her. For someone with normal feelings, that would be unthinkable. Kenji-kun watched his sister struggle against death and was amused. So she died like that? Whoa, Kenji's like a psycho killer by being like indifferent. Discovering the scene of the crime, his mother criticized Kenji-kun. Of course she would, since if he had helped his sister sooner, she wouldn't have died. Lacking that understanding, Kenji-kun wrung his mother's neck. As he did so, he saw his mother writhing agony like his sister had, just as he expected. What the fuck is happening? Then she was killed by her son's hands, and he enjoyed himself doing it. Watching his sister die, actually killing his mother. There are a lot of murders in this game, god damn. No, that's scary, big sister. As if in reaction to Mari's frightened voice, the blue light flickers, but rather than illuminating us, it's swallowed up by the darkness. No, don't lose hope, Mario. We need you in those fish souls to protect us. I take hold of Mario's tiny hand and squeeze it. Even though I can't hold her hand, I get the sense I can feel her shaking. How old are you right now? I'm 14 right now. Whoa, you said you were 15 before. You're even younger? What? Why did you say you were... Well, 14 or 15, that's a year different. Dude was still 22. Having been asked so suddenly, I answer on instinct. This story is from when Kenji-kun was around 8 or so. So y'all probably weren't born yet. That has nothing to do with us. Just tell us everything from the beginning. Don't you want to hear it? There should be no need for you to be so cold, right? Don't act so high and mighty. Is that the attitude you take when you want something? That part of you is very much like your father, isn't it? At least she isn't telling you to get married and have children. At her words, Sayo silently casts her eyes downward. That's fine, but I'm the one who started telling the story. I'll let you hear it through to the end. Her voice resonating through the darkness finally continues. He was remanded to an institution where he received behavior modification. It's no exaggeration to say that these inhumane treatments made Kenji-kun who he is now. There's human experiments now too? And we become able to lead a respectable life after sealing off his mental deformities. He began attending high school near Manton. It's mental deformities, okay. After some time, he began a part-time job at the souvenir shop here at Manton Aquarium. The past is something that follows the person who created it. Evil days were unable to continue as rumors of heinous criminal Hiyoshi Kenji began to spread, and he became the target of unavoidable bullying. I mean, yeah. He incidentally killed like 2 people. To be sure, he was on the other side of fear now. In crimes committed by minors, the name's not supposed to have been released. How did anyone find out? Reality doesn't work like it does in a textbook. Get back to the topic at hand. You see, I covered for him. At the very least, at that time, Kenji-kun was serious, an employee overflowing with enthusiasm. He treated his part-time job as a true job. He was more reliable than the kids who saw this as a way to prolong their fun or meet people. Even so, in the end, Kenji-kun's isolation didn't change. I tried to close the distance between us. Having graduated from graduate school and going straight to work, I probably found some warmth within him. The president was trying to get you two together. That's unexpected. To think you also require warmth. That narrow point of view was draining to me. Just like the fact that I was labeled a workaholic. Much like director Sakuragi. Her voice, mixed with sarcasm, lowers in tone, sounding as if she's increased her viscosity. I gave him a mother figure, and he gave me a sense of purpose. As my friction with the director grew, before I knew it, I was being supported by him. In the end, that resulted in murder. Oh, you're so impatient. Well then, since it seems you don't care to hear about our softer days, I'll leave that part out. A woman's jealousy is equal to her instinct. I do not love him. I don't. She is projecting. Like, I'm thinking about all the murders now. So Kenji has killed 2 people, possibly 3 or 4. The director tried to kill someone. He died. And she killed the director. Dude, that's like 5. That's like so many in this one game. Women love serial killers. Oh, true crime girlies. Yeah, we do. We love them. Oh, you're so impatient. Well then, since it seems you don't care to hear about our softer days, oh right, I read that. I was too busy thinking about the murders. Ignore the fact that she says all this with not a hint of embarrassment. In reality, it's because I really don't know how to respond to what Sainu Mariko was saying. He was different than I. I was unable to sense that his mental deformities were growing larger. Can we stop calling them mental deformities? However, the fact that I had no doubts regarding his proposition to kill someone shows how worn down my own mind was. Hey, that's... The second he once again set eyes on a person's death, it was like Pandora's box had opened. Without allowing Sayo to continue, Sainu Mariko says her next thoughts without any room for pause. The genesis of the plan for the director's murder was Kenshi-san. Oh, don't make that face. I cannot have you misunderstanding me. At the time, my malevolence and murderous intent were certain, and the one who slaughtered Sakuragi Iso was me. To be sure, even if Kenji-kun hadn't tempted me, I would have reached the same conclusion in the near future anyway. His deformities grew further, and he viewed death with even more excitement. He's getting off to this. Then you're saying the reason Mario was killed was just for his enjoyment? No way. That's inhumane. Big sister, calm down. She's truly trying to make you angry and upset. Don't fall for the rage bait. She's intending to stir you up so that your heart may be consumed by darkness. Everything she's saying is in the past. Rest assured, you aren't the only one upset. Okay, I need Kenji-kun to come out here and actually tell me, because I don't know. Why would he want to kill the president? I mean, for her, I guess? His mental deformities were that great? I can't believe they call it mental deformities. But, speaking in a loud voice, both of their faces come into view. I have to calm down. I'm the one who wanted to know the truth. Sainu Mariko's loud laughter reverberates, grates on my nerves, and narrow my eyes. I'm gonna call that whale back. I wouldn't do something so underhanded. Moreover, just now you said that Kenji-kun was inhuman, didn't you? You mustn't misunderstand. It's exactly because he's human that he feels pleasure at death. I can't empathize, but I suppose I can understand. Specifically because he's a human, he can feel happiness, anger, sadness, and enjoyment. From the instant the director died, this place was born. Since that child and I died inside the Red Maintain Aquarium, we were likely treated as missing persons. That's why Kenji-kun's sins didn't come to light. It's impressive how he continued to peacefully live on and melt into society, while carrying the swirling desire of his heart, of course. That's... Kenji-kun used the world of malice, killing the girls he brought here. If he killed them here, no proof remained. In the end, Kenji-kun's heart called out to those who were of this place's grudge and melded together with them. What do you mean? How many? This bro's a serial killer. How many? How many girls has he killed? Damn! Just as you suspect, having a body, Kenji-kun has been entrusted with the role of bringing fresh lives here. His soul is already assimilated into the Red Maintain Aquarium. The Hiyoshi Kenji you met originally is merely a leftover will. Half dead, half living. In other words, Kenji-san is already... Wait! The lady said assimilated just now. If that child's power can release souls, then Kenji-kun's soul is the same. Since he has a flesh body, the one he returned to his original body, it's so irregular that there's no precedent for it, but theoretically there should be no mistake about it. No matter how unpleasant it may be, I wasn't lying about wanting to hear the truth. We'll bring him back so he can be arrested. But if I had the chance to talk to him, I want to hear the truth from his mouth. I don't know how much of Sainu Mariko's story is true. Yeah, that's what I want to know too. Yeah, he has to answer for his ghost crimes. Look, they're half ghost crimes and half actual crimes. Kenji-san's past is so over the top, there's no way I can empathize. I can think of it as nothing more than a tale. Me too. Me too. Man, it's almost like we're in a crazy anime visual novel. However, if I've believed him once, then I want to properly understand the situation. I at least want to get a proper farewell. Why would you two do something that would put you at a disadvantage? There's a woman's obstinance. I wonder if you can grasp at least that much. Don't toy with me. I shout at Sayonara Riko, who decides to mess with us further in this situation. My voice doesn't have an echo, as if it's swallowed by the darkness. Please let me see you. You're low now, are you? If you were with Kenji-san, the director, he'd try to swallow us up. I wonder, is that really the case? Her laughter gradually becomes louder. Her ominous voice completely fills the room. She is the room. How annoying. It probably wasn't a reaction to Sayo's words, but the voice suddenly stops. At the same time that the voice disappears, a light comes up in the director's office. The blue light flowing from the tank lights up the room. Whoa, what's happening now? In the center of the director's office, lying on his side on the desk, is Hiyoshi Kenji's corpse? What? Kenji-san? As if a stake had been thrust through his large chest, there's a red stain where his heart should be. What? His large chest. I'm not. I go to save him just to be kind. He turns out to be a murdering sex pest, and now he's dead. I've wasted my time. The antique furniture is wet with blood. Kenji-san's body not making the slightest movement. Even without checking his pulse or breathing, instinct tells me that this is a dead body. Being cautious, we do not go near him. Sayonara Riko is likely hiding somewhere. I need a murder counter in the corner. Like, what is that, 6 or 7? What exactly is going on here? 3 of us crowd together, each looking in a different direction. Even as I ask in a loud voice, I receive no response. Like, how did Ghost her, like, kill him? And why would she? Because if this fails, she has no one else to go get her bodies. He's dead. What is this? Where's Sayonara Riko? Like, I believe this is a fake out. That's what I believe. She's here. Big sister, within that light. Ari's pointing to the blue light, illuminating Hiyoshi Kenji's corpse. Is comprehension still not coming to you? This man, I killed him. From within the light, only the voice reverberates. Before long, the light creates an outline, and the transparent form of Sayonara Riko faintly appears. Once she is visible, I notice that she seems to have taken on the appearance of the past version of herself. I just gotta look younger. You can tell she's younger, she has longer hair. Her chignon-styled hair has come undone, now somewhat long as it was in the video from 2 years ago. Killed him, but wasn't he your ally? Didn't you love him? That's right. That's why. What? Sayonara Riko stretches her spine so she stands tall like a model, folding her arms and sliding her right hand along her cheek. Thanks to her thick makeup, she looks older, though I get the sense that with no makeup, she'd be quite the young-looking beauty. He wasn't a ghost. So, like, he was the reason that they were able to live for so long in this fucked up aquarium, because they need to feed on spirit energy of souls and the fish are not enough. So I'm like, if this plan fails because she wants to get Mari to, like, have this place live forever, something like that, then why kill your ally? He was not gonna betray you. Unless she knew how much, like, of a kid lover he was and she thought he would actually go for me. Yuck. Things have settled down enough that I can calmly observe her. Although it's not my trembling heart, but rather the air surrounding the director's office that has. Contrary to the circumstances, it's a gentle atmosphere. I didn't consider him an ally. He was a part of me needed to achieve one objective, equal to one seedling of the grudge. I told you, didn't I? That's a woman's abstinence. Sincerely as a woman, I decided he had to die. No more sausage fest. Literally every man is dead. It's only girls now. Girl power. Are you saying that you betrayed the aquarium? And Papa? From the perspective of humans, it would seem that way. At any rate, since I'm a higher order being... Oh my god, my reading is so good. Since I'm a higher order being, I wouldn't be able to revert to a merely logical one. That's your fart. I just... Oh my god. Those murders are shocking me and make me fumble. I really just said that is your fart. Yeah. That is your fault, Mari-chan. Girl, I have no idea. I think she's lived so long as a ghost, she's kind of gone insane. Mari? When she hears her name called, Mari covers her face. She seems to be turning into something we cannot comprehend. Ooh. Me moment? I'm sure that if I understand Sagini Noriko's story correctly, that's what we should be led to believe. That's due to you releasing the souls. I am also being affected by that. I remembered that I loved the aquarium, studied, put an effort. All of the memories leading me to this point. Just before I was going to kill you for witnessing the director's murder, I also remembered that I hesitated. I could have run from who I was. That's why you didn't kill Mari, isn't it? You couldn't kill a girl who loved the aquarium. You really are a kind person, aren't you? She kills Hiyoshi-san. What a foolish thing. Kindness, beauty, hatred, anger. They're all pieces of the same whole. Nothing more than pieces of the human-created ego. It's probably a strange conversation for one who has already passed, but I chose death for myself. Even if I can't go to someplace like heaven, I want to die as myself. Sakina Muriko. She would choose to never go to heaven and like stay in this hellhole just so she can be a girl boss. Why did you kill him? What happened to Papa? To make a distinction. That's why I brought Kenji-san along. In the end, love was just not enough. That's why we both sought understanding. Director. Sakurage Isao had already detached from Kenji's body. If he wasn't going back to the real world, then he didn't need it. Thanks to that girl's power, the aquarium has already begun to crumble. Even if it's by himself, he likely intends to be sublimated into this place's new reality. That man is an individual after all. Though guided by the assembled will of the aquarium, no one can run from the poison he carries. His desire to exceed the limits of humanity. Humans cannot exceed their jurisdiction. No. You in particular might be an exception. Sakina Noriko looks at Mari as she says this. I realize that gradually, Sakina Noriko's form is becoming pale. The light flowing from the tank turns and blends with the blue light emitting from Mari's body, mixing in the center of the room to create a violet color. Each is bound by the limits of the human heart, and it seems as if there's no way but to combine them. What's stopping this is the looks, flesh, and heart that makes an individual. I will not yield my soul to you. Do not expect me to be your salvation. You can all fall into the very pits of despair for all I care. If we do ever meet in confrontation, you can choke on your own poison. This bitch. Personess, those are her last words. Sakina Noriko caresses Kenji-san's body, gives a loud, wicked laugh. We are not shocked by this. Sakina Noriko's body, already transparent, gradually bakes up into blue-colored particles, and from her toes to her head disappears within 3 seconds. Okay. You're going to disappear. At least go in peace. Looking at the disappearing Sakina Noriko, I place my hands together in front of my chest and offer my prayers. Mayumi? Sorry, Sayo. She is the one who killed your father, but I feel just a little bit sorry for her. She seems so sad and lonely. Yeah, and made best friends with a serial killer. You don't need to pay me any mind. I told you that I would accept any conclusion you reached, Mayumi. This is one of those conclusions. It's just that it doesn't have such a personality bringing you trouble. It's alright. I'm not alone. I realized something. I wasn't able to talk to Kenji-san directly about the deaths he caused himself, or how he finally was able to express his love in the death he caused, or about how he could personally cause death after death with one woman. Even in the moment Sakina Noriko disappeared, I wasn't able to get the one thing I needed from her either. Either way, as if it's sneering at me, that loud laugh echoes throughout the room. Let's go, Mari. Is that man okay? No, he's dead. His chest is like ripped open, Mari. Yeah, I can't do anything for him. He's sleepy. He's just a little sleepy. Borrowing her words, the reason is because of my own obstinance. They're really using that word a lot right now. Taking Mari's hand, which I'm unable to feel, we leave the director's office. This was even me trying to save Kanji-san's ass, and he dies again? I don't think I even had a choice this time. What is this? The aquarium is being worn away. It sure is melting, looking a little goopy here, like me. As soon as we leave the director's office, we are shocked at the scene before our eyes. Spots here and there on the walls and floors are being dyed in black. It looks as though it's been eaten away by insects. The spots with holes don't allow any light to pass through, causing the darkness to spread. Little particles of light blue are floating up from the outlines. We return to the Fish of the World booth through the staff passageway. The path on the way there is in a similar worm-eaten state. On the other hand, the aquarium itself seems to be becoming light. Sakinu Riko's disappearance can be considered a crossing over, then the scene suggests that the space itself is also crossing over. One by one, the particles themselves seem to be proof of the life that was here. The humans and fish. There's no mistaking that they are becoming the light. You don't need to worry, big sister. Since I freed everyone, this place is coming to an end. It's losing the life energy. The strength from the souls needs to maintain itself. Worry, about how long do you think is left? I don't know. We're probably less than an hour. We need to book it to the entrance. An hour. In other words, that's how much time I have left with Mari. What happens if we're too late? You'll become fuzzy like the rest of us. You guys aren't supposed to get like that yet. I know that. All we've done up to this point would be for nothing. We have an hour left. I want to say something to my papa. Mari, do you know where Papa is? Yeah. Mari points the direction of the exit. That man is towards the entrance. I'm sure he's waiting there intentionally. The director is probably waiting for you, Sayo. Then it works out for us. Sorry, but will you come with me? Of course! That's literally the exit. That's the only way we can go. Our voices come out in unison. We begin walking. I was waiting for you. Director. Papa. Naturally, it's not Hiyoshi Kenji that's there. This time it's the director. The body of Sakurage Sayo himself. I'm saying his name different like every single time. Standing at the Tokyo Bay booth near the entrance. His body isn't transparent like Saginuma Riko's was just before she disappeared. Thinking back on it, since he had a proper existence here, it would probably be more notable if he were transparent. Cases like Mari should be the exception. However, his objective is supposedly to assimilate with the aquarium. When he does, I'm sure he'll cast off the appearance of his spirit. Sao takes a step ahead of us and begins speaking to him. Finally, I can see my real Papa. The Tokyo Bay booth is no exception, as it is in the process of having holes open here and there as it turns into blue light. Even as I look around, I don't see the giant whale that appeared in the director's office anywhere. If that was created by the souls of the Grudge, then it may no longer be able to come together. The higher order being swallowed up by the whale, they were said to be turned into mere grudges, but the whale can no longer take its form. He may still try to do something. This whole time, I've been chasing the truth. No matter how much I pursued it, I couldn't seem to meet up with you, Papa. I finally found you, but I'm sure this is the last time. So I want to tell you how I feel. I decided to just watch. I need to reach my own conclusion, so I think Sao needs to do the same. At this moment, Sao is trying to make a distinction. I cannot hinder her. Sao, won't you come with me? No, she's living. She's a living person. Do not let her die. Huh? Papa, what? Before Sao can finish speaking, the director takes over the conversation. We are humans in the end. Nothing remains after we die. No matter how intense we display our emotions, In the end, they're meaningless in this world. Mari says there's a fucking heaven. No. No. Once we cease being individuals and give ourselves to the collective will of this place's grudge, you can become something new. We remain as one part of this world's reality. It is the purest form of significance, and in it, we become eternal. Yeah, bro, the fuck you mean you're a literal ghost? Now that Sagini Mariko has disappeared, my own directive is all that remains. If I don't create a new concept, then under the circumstances, I'll be swallowed up by the current reality of this place. But if you lend me your strength, Sayo, I can definitely achieve my goal. Bro, just pass on. Just pass on. Papa, you've changed after all. I really don't get you. Sayo, you're so clever. So you would understand right away. I refuse. I have no interest in doing so. That's a shame. Being rejected by my daughter. I honestly thought he was gonna, like, pull her in and, like, force her. The director's words are nothing more than words. He doesn't seem at all remorseful. His words have no weight, and his eyes lack emotion. Yeah. As if the room itself is expressing its emotion, its destruction progresses. The area at my feet begins to disappear, as it is swallowed up by something black. That black is, surely, its nothingness. Since it didn't really exist to begin with, the destroyed parts of the red maintained aquarium are returning to nothingness. If we don't avoid it, we'll be in danger. Yeah, it's okay. More importantly, Tao is a step ahead of us, facing the director. Even the increasing destruction around her hasn't shaken her. How long has this been going on? You've been swept away by your delusions. Want to become a mere concept of something so stupid, even an elementary school student wouldn't wish for it. Tao, this isn't an individual aspiration. Please understand, this is what you might call the cooperative desire of living beings. I'm cooperating with the 1,217 fish souls. I wonder how accurate I've been with that number. I no longer bear my will alone. The way I am now, I'm like a CPU. To move this larger machine, that is precisely my directive. Bro's an NPC now? The moment this world was born along the lines of my grudge. I've aspired to a higher order existence. The numerous souls were accumulated here for that reason. That's enough. When it was just about your grudge, I could empathize with you. If it all had ended with your resentment and your hatred like a normal human, it would have been fine. Why would you create the world of this red-maintained aquarium? If I didn't tell you, you could understand by becoming one with me. Stop! Papa, I can't understand your way of thinking. Get away from him, girl. He's gonna force you, I know it. Sayo, I feel so sad. Aren't you my daughter? You should already understand that time is short. Come with me. Come with your father. Get away from him. The director extends his right hand towards Sayo. He places his hand on her head and rubs her head with soft movements. Phrasing? I don't even know what I might have said. I'm just reading and trying to comprehend this nonsense right now. Like, we are truly at end game and this shit started happening. When compared with Sayo's seemingly small form, the director's hand looks large. At this point in particular, he definitely seems like a father. After staying silent and having her head rubbed for a while, Sayo looks down and bites her lip. After about 10 seconds of saying nothing, Sayo finally clicks her tongue as if she becomes impatient. That's enough. Oh yeah, get him. Distinct with her shout, she brushes the director's hand away. Before we know it, as if reacting to the intense expression of emotion, the erosion reaches Sayo's feet. Sayo, watch out. Sayo shows no reaction to my words and doesn't move out of the way. With that same forcefulness, she continues. I came here to say farewell to you, Papa. Trying to do something now will not change my mind. However, I have one final wish. Will you hear it? Sayo tilts her head and raises the pitch at the end of her sentence. Precisely because this is between a parent and a child, I feel like I can get a clear sense of the distance between them. Stop this nonsense. Be a good sport and cross over. It shouldn't be hard to give yourself over to the freedom Mari is offering. Mari is giving you a golden ticket to heaven, bro. Take it. You've done a lot of bad shit. To hope the size of the eye of a needle. Even so, Sayo is gambling on the feelings her father carries. Yeah. If it's no good, then it's fine. Even so, I am your daughter. I've decided to maintain my sense of pride in being your daughter. Without leaving any time to hear his response, Sayo briskly finishes speaking. She spins her body back in our direction, signals us with a bitter smile. I feel like I don't want to see that expression on Sayo's face. See her trying to deceive us by hiding her painful feelings behind a smile. Huh? Sayo-chan. Suddenly, Mari and I both raise our voices in astonishment. But unmistakably, the most surprised is Sayo herself. The director has grabbed on. I knew it! I noticed Sayo from behind. Papa, why? The director says nothing. His eyes closed. He seems to be holding on to his one and only daughter for warmth. It feels like a long time. He may be trying to take up the remainder of our time here. Even so, it seems the love he finds there opens his eyes. Within this crumbling world, the two of them together stand out. Will you please be good and cross over for me, Papa? I don't like the way you said that, Sayo. There's nothing I can do, so I don't know any other way to say it. Sayo, I'm sorry for the trouble I've caused. I won't forgive you, but since you're dead, it's okay. I'm not mad. The air enveloping them is a gentle one. Oh, okay, good. I thought he grabbed her to force her. Like, you are joining the Maintain Aquarium father-daughter team. I feel that since this is the parting of a parent and child, it's more serene than it is sad. That's why I feel uneasy about it. No. Sayo-chan, it's dangerous! At almost the same time as Mari speaks, I jump up. Huh? It appeared from the floor. Is the fucking whale back? Black giant, comprised of the darkness of human hearts, the whale itself. Instead of appearing from the director's shadow itself, it leaps up from the floor that served as its sea level. Being only a second away from being consumed, he pushes Sayo away. Even so, the giant crashes into them, knocking them to opposite sides. Stay back! Reacting to Mari's words, the intense blue light envelops the room. However, the black shadow casts a crimson light, mixing it with Mari's light. The room moves dyed in a violet that seizes my vision for several seconds, until finally I can comprehend the situation. By that point, the light has already vanished. This is terrible, too cruel. He's just a tactic to trick her. You know where your father— Ow! As I hurry to sit my body up, I feel the pain in my right shoulder from hitting the wall. Still, it's not bad enough to stop me from moving. I grit my teeth and snap. I was gonna say, no fucking way did I get this far and I'm dying. Mari's gone? Director and whale too. Could they? I wasn't able to see the whale for more than a second. I couldn't see what happened after that at all. Just like when it appeared in the director's office, it was in the midst of casting a wriggling shadow. In that case, it is incomplete. I wonder if the true intention behind the director trying to drag Sayo in was in order to deceive all of us. To throw Mari and I off guard, and swallow us up. Sayo and I were able to avoid this fate in the end, but we needed Mari. Taking Mari was the equivalent of taking the last of the Aquarium's power. Everyone is stealing my sister! He deceives Sayo and is trying to use Mari. Whether it's a human or not, I feel this is something unforgivable. We have no choice but to pursue him. This time, I have to save Mari. Before that, Sayo is... I spot her shadow, lying face down against a tank on the opposite side of the room. The impact apparently caused her to crash into the tank. The acrylic side of the aquarium is smeared with blood. How many times is this gonna happen to her? She's always getting concussions and bleeding. Sayo. There's no response. Father really said, oh, if you're not joining me in this fucked up aquarium, I'm just killing you, I guess. As I try to gently sit her up, I see that her forehead is split open, and a large amount of blood is flowing out. It seems as if the spot where she was beaten by Sagini Mariko has opened and gotten much worse. I have to stop the bleeding, even just a little. I remember what Kenji-san did with his hands and pressed inside his head with a handkerchief. In the blink of an eye, the light blue handkerchief is dyed red. the viscous blood sticking to my own fingers. Tear off one of your clothes. Life and death situation, you can ruin your clothes for this. The vividly red-colored blood is proof that Sayo is alive. I feel no objection to or fear of the blood. The intensity of the blood is decreasing. This is Sayo's. Any person's ability to keep on living. It feels like I'm seeing a miracle. Her heart is beating. She's breathing. Still, I can't be completely relieved just yet. Just like last time, it's no shallow wound. And there's a chance that the impact may have injured her in other places as well. Girl keeps getting concussions. I have to get her to a hospital as soon as possible. I have no time for doubt. Even though the exit is near, if I move Sayo, I may not be able to go after Mari. You're near the exit, right? Okay. Depending on how strong you are, just scoot her out. Scoot her out of the exit and go for Mari. Like, just kick her out of the exit area, and maybe, if you're lucky, if people are there and will be like, oh shit, bleeding child, and we'll take her to a hospital. Have you made it this far? Why? It seems I'll have to make a choice once more. I'm fucking saving Mari. I'm doing that. Just give me a second. Oh wait. Well, hold on. The map is all fucked up. It's pretty great, actually. No, we're saving Mari. I've come this far. Is that really okay? Yes. I will save Mari. Game's really like, I don't know if that's a good choice. Just wait, there's gonna be even a worse ending, and I'm gonna have to do another stream of this game. I stand up in sync with my decision. Up to this point, many things have happened. I made a promise with Himino and came back here again. I was able to come closer with Sayo. I was able to be part with both Sakinuma Riko and Kenshi-san. I overcame numerous hardships. On the other hand, I came to know my own smallness as a human being. One person alone is relatively powerless. One person alone is essentially dead. That's exactly why I made this decision. To choose one thing, to not choose the other. Himino denied this, but I understand it once more. I cannot accept that what the director said. But we are all minuscule individuals after all. Wanting everything, wanting anything and everything, is what we call desire. But fumbling around carelessly just to fulfill it will not yet yield success. Oh my god. There's one strong will. I'm sure that this is the one thing I'm clinging to. Is it okay? I hear a voice. It's fine, Himino. Is it okay? It's fine, Sayo. Is it okay? It's fine, Mari. Is it okay? It's fine, myself. Really? It's already been decided. Look, if I'm lucky, Sayo will wake up and crawl her own ass out the door, and this will be fine. Is that your answer? He who chases two hares catches neither. Isn't that how it goes? So it's fine. Me. Well, what's that? Huh? Behind me, a large black shadow. A whale? That's right. This is the shape of your doubt. Before I know it, my vision is dyed violet. You should already stand by now. No matter which you choose, you won't be forgiven. That's not true at all. You rejected yourself. You neglected everything you've done up to now. Oh god, she's fighting herself. Well, I had no choice but to choose. The whale is gradually taking form and finally emerges as one cluster. The whale becomes large enough to cover the whale room. Cover the whole room. Cover the whale room. Large enough to cover the whole room, seeming like a cumulonimbus cloud. This is getting pretty goofy, yeah. You shouldn't lie to yourself. It's painful making this confession. I shouldn't have to doubt. I shouldn't have to choose. If you're in pain, then hurry and get swallowed up. The whale, with its large mouth open, chases after me. Before long, the violet world is cut off. I realize it, within this eternal cloudiness. As soon as I give up on either of them, my heart will break. Look, my idea is that if I save Mari... No, that was the wrong choice? Oh, my bad. Look, my idea was... if I saved Mari, Mari would, like, kind of fix everything. Like, I'm sorry. Hold on, let me see. Oh my god, my bad ends. Oh, what does my CG gallery look like? Bruh. Look, I have so many. Fine, I'll save Sayo since you want me to. Game really said that was a bad choice for me to go save Mari. Yep, save Sayo. I will save Sayo. I stand up in sync with my decision. Up to this point, many things have happened. I made a promise with Himino and came back here again. I was able to become closer with Sayo. I was able to part with both Sagini Miriko and Kenshi-san. I overcame numerous hardships. On the other hand, I came to know my own smallness as a human being. One person alone is relatively powerless. One person alone is essentially dead. That's exactly why I made this decision. To choose one thing, to not choose the other. Himino denied this, but I understand it once more. I cannot accept what the director said, but we are all minuscule individuals after all. Wanting everything, wanting anything and everything. This is what we call desire. But fumbling around carelessly just to fill it will not yield success. Just one strong will. I'm sure that this is the one thing I'm clinging to. Is it okay? I hear her voice. It's fine, Himino. Not this again. Whoa! Huh? I'm like stuck in bad end room. What do you mean? Wait, ending list. Oh wait, that was the same ending. Okay, let's say like I go save Mari. I save Sayo. I shouldn't have time for doubt. No matter what, I can't choose either one. In this case, I take Sayo back, call an ambulance, and quickly return to save Mari. This is the only way. I'll do it. I will. I came this far. If I don't give it my all, then what am I doing? Jeez, Mile. It's because you're still putting everything on yourself. Huh? Searching for the voices owner, my eyes grow large. Himino! Himino, you got the worms in you! What are you doing back? An unexpected person has appeared before my eyes. Himino, why are you here? I guess I couldn't sit around and wait either. Just like you said, I tried coming through the entrance. I said, please let me in, I forgot something inside. And the security guard made a fuss, then let me through. What a horrible security guard. I probably disappeared partway through the gate, but I'm sure I can come up with some excuse for that later. Making a fuss. Well, you caused some trouble, right? Well, it is what it is. I learned my obstinance from watching you. Why is this word being used so much today? That's like the 5th time in this run through, and I swear to God, this has not been a word that's come up before. By the way, what's going on here? With all those big holes, this place has gotten dangerous. This place is coming to an end. Moreover, how are you feeling? How are the worms? A little fuzzy, like I'm fading into my exhaustion, but I'm aware that I'm not myself, which probably means that the medicine is working. I wanted to come here to support you. Oh, I thought she didn't even make it to the hospital, but she did. She got some medicine and then just left the hospital. Mia smiles with a heh. The circles under her eyes tell me she's still not recovered, but I don't intend to refuse her outright. The liberation of the grudge that coordinated the Red Mountain Aquarium. By way of Mari's power, that will also lead to undoing of the curse that has left into the outside world as well. Just as Himino says, it's probably just the effects of the medicine. However, I believe that Mari led her here. At this moment, her being here, no matter how strong my heart is, I can't put it into words. I control the urge to embrace her for now, and look in her eyes as I say, take this girl and go back to the real world. If you call an ambulance right away, I'm sure she'll be saved. I see. This is a girl you tried to save. Her injuries are terrible. Himino seems to have finally noticed the girl lying on the ground. Seeing that striking red color, Himino's pupils seem to contract. Even for Himino, her focus seems to be wavering. By this point, Himino is the only one I can rely on. I'm kind of glad that the person I'm counting on in the end is her. I'm glad my girlfriend came back to help me. I'll explain after we get home. I'm going to rescue Mari. Mari-chan is your little sister, right? By going to save her, you... I still haven't explained anything. It's not unthinkable that Himino would be confused. However, I don't have time to explain it from the start. I look Himino straight in the eye. Trust me, and wait for me. I'll definitely come back. I squeeze Himino's hand and say this. Along with this wish, I entrust her with my feelings. That's my intention. Just like when we were in the taxi, I expect to receive various objections. Himino only leaves only enough time to blink, then responds. I understand. This is something only you can do. When you come back, let's eat ice cream together. Cookies and cream. I'll have a double order. Looking at Styles' watch, it's getting close to midnight. This is when I'm usually asleep. But in these circumstances, I'm not the least bit sleepy. Oh no, Nettis and I were pretty sleepy. There's no time. It's not just the time limit before the destruction of Mantan Aquarium, but the end of the night of the full moon as well. I believe in you. Himino carrying Sayo on her back stands up. When she extends her legs, she wobbles and stumbles, but straightens up her back with some confidence in her stability. Sayo has about the same build as I do, so it should be no problem for Himino to carry her. This goofy 14-year-old is personally attacking me. This goofy 14-year-old lesbian is attacking you. Don't overdo it, Himino. Your health is the most important. What are you saying? I will do this. Even it's the point of ridiculousness, because you entrusted me with this. Anyway, that should have been my line. When Himino takes a step, I hear the sound of something falling. It's the keychain, the one with the jellyfish drop attached. The same as the one I dropped. It seems to have fallen out of Sayo's pocket. Why, Sayo should have the starfish. She have had Mari's keychain. So it was this girl then. I realized it. But she bumped into you. This girl was the one who dropped the keychain. At that time, you must have gotten them switched up. It was something important to you, right, Mayu? You carried it like a charm? No. Put the keychain inside Himino's pocket. Mayu? It's your charm of protection, Himino. When Sayo wakes up, give it back to her. I'm sure she just missed the chance to return it. But I want to wait until I hear that from Sayo herself. I don't have time to explain it, and they keep yapping. The Mantan Aquarium is being very kind and letting them have their little talks. Okay, Roger. Be careful. Right. Our exchange ends here. If possible, I want to talk with her more. If possible, I want us to go together. Even so, I'll grant my wish. Mari tried to do that for me. Not so I can part with the past. Not so I can part with Mari. So in the distant future, I can certainly see her again with a smile. I need her to not be stuck in this aquarium. I need to see her when we're both in heaven. Okay, maybe endgame. Maybe finally endgame. My god. Oh, it's looking pretty rough out here. This world is really going to end. No matter which way I look, it's a world full of holes. The black erosion continues. The blue particles filling my vision even more than before. I can sense them against my body. I'm sure I have less than 15 minutes. 15 minutes! We had an hour before. We wasted so much time. This isn't the timeline of when this world will completely disappear, or rather how long I have left to get back going the way I came. I have no more time to spend with Mari. However, I will rescue Mari. Even if I only have a second, at the end, I can just see Mari's happy smile. I won't regret anything else. But where in the world has she been taken to? Oh boy, choices. Mari, answer me. I place my hands together in front of my chest and pray. I need to pray for those 1,217 fish souls to tell me where Mari is, their best friend Mari. I don't even consider the idea that this probably won't get through. I believe. Because Mari is connected to this aquarium. No matter how I look at it, it doesn't seem strange. Stir. Mari. Big sister. I got it. Wait for me. I heard it. Mari's voice. Where are you? Guide me, fish. Immediately after, a small glowing fish appears before me. Its transparency isn't from its natural state, but likely from it taking form from the aquarium's attempt to preserve itself. It has a form similar to the tropical fish known as an angelfish. It has no striped pattern, and the light emitting from its body isn't just light blue like Mari's, but has some gold mixed in. I was gonna say, isn't it the fish from like Finding Nemo that has like the big ass scar on him? The triangular body is wavering, as if it's trying to signal to me. I run, following that form. As the angelfish wiggles along, it swims forward through the air. I realize after a little bit that it's to avoid the holes in the floor. I can trust in this little one, can't I? I increase my speed further. Once we arrive at the staff passageway, the fish stops. It begins swimming in circles there, and I understand what it's trying to tell me. She's here, isn't she? A ladder has been prepared against the wall. The tunnel tank should be side by side with this passage. In other words, if I climb this ladder, I should read the top part of the tunnel tank. It's a place for doing maintenance on the tank and giving the fish food. And the place where Sagi and Eureka was pushed around by Kanji-san, and where Mari drowned to death. You chose this place on purpose, didn't you, director? I mean, everyone died in that area. I take a small breath and place one hand on the ladder. The angelfish falls along as if it's pursuing me. As I climb up to the tunnel tank, I instantly feel as if the space has increased. But that as it may, the scaffolding is still the only bridge connecting one side to the other. The floor space seems wider than the ceiling, likely larger than the entire 3 stories. The deep water is insignificant compared to the places that have disappeared in the darkness. Oh my god. He's just doing what Rico did last time. The director is standing at the other side of the scaffolding. At his side, he holds Mari. Holds her, he's chokeholding her. Please, let Mari go. He's holding Mari's neck between his arms. He can touch Mari. In other words, the director's already... We are already becoming an existence greater than some mere grudge. But I check on this temporary form in order to explain the situation to you. The director has seized Mari. She seems to be in pain, trying to resist him by pulling away his hands. However, her voice won't come out, as if her throat is being compressed, and all she can do is kick her legs as she writhes about. Why would he do that? He apparently doesn't believe in heaven, because he wants to become part of this aquarium. Even though he should realize that this aquarium needs like souls to keep living too. No, I mean the hole. Oh, I already won what I'm gonna explain. Don't worry, Manton Aquarium will be very kind, and this won't take an hour to explain. It will somehow be condensed into like 10 minutes. Wasn't it Mari's power that liberated the aquarium? Now the situation has changed. So your power has exceeded Mari's? There's no need for you to know. At this point, I'll give you a warning. He ignores my question and continues. The water's surface is calm. I do not see the whale. Still, I am vigilant to the possibility that it could suddenly appear as I lend him an ear. Go back immediately. As long as I have this girl, your sister, within my control, there's no need for you to die here. There's no change in it. This world will disappear. I recommend that you turn while there's still a path. What's going on all of a sudden? Earlier you said it would swallow everything. The circumstances have changed. This is probably the second time I have said this. That wasn't you, but Sakinuma Riko who said it. At that time, Sakinuma Riko was also part of the aquarium. She did something stupid by vanishing in order to return to her individual self. Bro really wants to be part of the aquarium. He literally wants to be the aquarium. Director continues in an uninterested tone. His inflection has decreased even further compared to when he was talking to Sayo. When you receive a present from someone, you're happy. When you're hurt, you suffer. When someone you love dies, you cry. When a child is born, you feel blessed. These are all emotions humans know without having to be taught. But to step above instinct as a truth of psychology, that's a general concept. This girl is a pure existence, close to the limits of nothingness. I wonder if you understand. She wants you all to be happy. It's hard to believe, but the desire is equal to a general concept. Get off your psychological high horse and just die. Y'all likely don't realize it. This girl is already in the process of changing into her desire. This means she's being sublimated into a metaphysical existence. Don't say this girl. She has a name, Mari. Moreover, whatever her desire it is, Mari's wish. I say this as I glare at him. That's enough wordplay. Anyway, this transformation into a concept means that she will lose her individuality. The reason I was able to seize this girl is because she has sustained her individuality. However, combining with this highly pure aquarium is what I'm doing at this moment. It's due to her lingering attachments from her bond with you that she cannot be completely sublimated. After I finish dyeing the seed of a new idea that this girl created with the grudge that keeps this world in order, I will have it blossom according to my liking. That was my plan long ago. In the event you didn't go back, I would finish swallowing up this space along with you. If you went back, you would be saved. Either way, the outcome doesn't change. This girl probably wishes for you to be saved. I suggest you return to the human world. As the director says this, Mari stops resisting. This tells me that the man is not mistaken. If I go back the way I came, I'll be saved. This is Mari's wordless message. Then, Mari, of course, she will be swallowed up by the mysterious darkness and will be unable to go to heaven. I don't know if there is a heaven, as that is in itself may be conceptual issue, but my desire is for Mari to go laughing. I thought we confirmed there was heaven in this universe, but I guess not. I don't know that I definitely wouldn't want to be stuck in an aquarium for all eternity. Well then, you must choose. It's already decided. There's no other way about it. I will save Mari. Almost at the same time, I intend to thrust my resolve at the director. It says I've gathered 75% of the CGs, yeah! The whale takes form above the director's head. Different from before, shape is clear enough to know that it is a whale. Ooh, yes, he is very clear now. Once I'm consumed, this world will vanish within 5 minutes. This is your time extension. The whale swims elegantly throughout the room, tank and all. Despite the fact that the whale has once again taken on the form of a cloud, it stirs up the water. And, as if a bucket were turned over from above my head, I'm soaked with water. Just like that, the whale swallows up Mari and Sakura Iso in a straight line. Mari! It's something I do almost on instinct. I charge across the bridge above the upper part of the tank and leap into the whale's mouth. The angelfish that has followed me heads into the whale's mouth as well. Swim to swim with all its might. What is happening? We're Jonah the whaling this? It's not as if I have a plan. Still, the fact that I have this fish with me means that Mari wasn't completely swallowed up. You said that her bond with me is what's keeping her from completely purifying the aquarium. But on the other hand, he was protecting her from becoming one with the director. Moreover, when Sayo created the whale, it swallowed me, but it was a phenomena completely different from being eaten. Just as he said, this whale is probably just one general concept from the assembled body of the grudge. It can't just be destroyed. Yeah, because all those fish souls were afraid of a whale. Sao herself said that it was the same whale. More than anything, if she didn't have an idea, why wouldn't have led me here? Ooh, what's your plan, Mari? Not the ocean! Jeez, big sister. You always do stupid stuff. My vision is a faint world of light. If I had to describe it, I would say I'm deep within the water, far away from the sun. In order to test that, I try to reach my hands towards the voice. Because you believed in me. And I can't say bye-bye with my heart at ease. Yeah, that's why I need you to lend me your strength a little longer. Leave it to me, but the only one who can tell you the truth is this lady, so look sharp. Sayonara Rico! The angelfish at my side floats up, disappearing into the light. Having become particles of ultramarine light, the angelfish's remains become one with the light. The light swells even further, completely filling my vision. Within that, a faint image appears. Oh my god, she's back! This is... what? It's the voice of a shocked Sayonara Rico. She's looking for some sort of document. Oh my god, just dial. I've never committed embezzlement or anything of the sort. Seated on the antique furniture, Sakuragi Isao peers emotionlessly at her in her flustered state. If you try to squeeze me out of this company, the place will no longer trust you. Quite the opposite. Wow, first trying to frame her for embezzlement, and then like trying to kill her too. This is crazy. After that, I cannot hear what Sayonara Rico is saying. The image has already begun to disappear. Sakuragi Isao continues to sit there, his expression unchanging. Within his eyes, he is trying to stifle his anxiety. Whether Mari is showing me this, or I am merely able to see it, is not clear. However, at the same time that this is the final action, Sayonara Rico is a moment Sakuragi Isao can never return to. When the image disappears this time, I am swallowed up by a whirlpool. I do not resist, but rather give in to it. Whoa, where are you taking me, Mari? When I come to, I'm standing in the jellyfish booth. My body and clothes are just the same, and there's a mistiness to the edge of my vision. There's no erosion or sign of bugs eating away at the aquarium, so I realize quickly that this is a scene Mari has created. How ironic. Why did she choose this place? Sakuragi Isao is also here. He looks to the sky to ask his question, but no reply comes. This place was constructed after my death. It's a place detached from my ideal. For Manton Aquarium, you could say it's the one place that has no connection to me. Sometimes as he talks, the director body sways. As I think that he is perhaps looking at me, I am once again in a similar situation to before. By limiting my location, you tend to oppose me then. However, we no longer have the time to waste. She's building more sections of the aquarium to keep him out. It's like that woman who, what was it, a fortune teller, was saying like there's a bunch of ghosts haunting her, so the only way she could keep him away is creating like endless hallways, multiple doors that lead to nowhere and stuff like that. The director is definitely not looking at me, so I decided to take a step in his direction. You are a human. That's right, you couldn't get away. Still, there's nothing to worry about. You're merely heading for your demise. You're merely trembling before your own sins. The one meeting with you is merely one part of me. The majority of me is still continuing the erosion. Soon I shall conquer that girl. You're scared, weren't you? You were made to believe, even if I died, nothing is impossible. That's why you chose to hate, to throw away your humanity, and to evade their reproachful eyes. You're already losing your form. You understand that what that means, don't you? Related to your will, there's nothing for you to do but become part of the larger flow of wills. You're trying to run away as if nothing ever happened. Even now, that basis hasn't changed. That's why you can't run away from the fact that you are a human. There's no difference between the directive known as Sakuragi Isao and us. Silence. Oh, he's breaking shit. In contrast to his motionlessness up to this point, he shouts as if to obstruct my words. This is probably the feeling of anger. As if acting in concert with this, several tanks in the jellyfish booth break. I close my eyes out of shock at the sound, but manage not to raise my voice in response. I am watching the director's wavering form as I say, "So you aren't a human after all?" Ooh, got him! At almost the same time as I finish saying this, everything is dyed in black. The jellyfish booth disappears in an instant. It becomes like we have sunk into the lightless ocean. When I lay my eyes on that last scene, is the truth I see through. Mari erasing the directive was likely to stop the director. I sink further. I feel something brush against my butt. Darkness once again gives way to the world. Of course, but again. It's the deep sea fish booth I visited with Mari and Sayo. Like it was before, the mist still hasn't faded from my vision. Why? Why am I not being subliminated? Letting out a cry, his form is clearer than before. I stand up and once again face him. I am taking you to heaven, sir. You are not going to be assimilated on my watch. I think there's no one who's okay with dying. No matter what happens, no one feels happy to die. Not Mari, not me, surely not Himino or Sayo. Maybe not even Sagani Mariko or you. What about Hiyoshi-san would be totally happy for this, so his serial killer motive would be like, yes, yes. Kill yourself. If only someone could have accepted you in spite of your self-loathing. With that alone, you might have been saved. Don't speak as if you know. My objective is to become a concept. It isn't to escape. The tank pulses, and all of the water changes to blood. So edgy, director. Before the red light that flows out fills the whole room, I once again sink into the sea of darkness. He has probably already realized that he cannot escape. I'm dragging him down. Not showing any surprise, Sakuragi Iso stands stock still. I drift toward the souvenir stand. It's the place that 5 years ago led to Mari and I being separated forever. People do good things and bad things. Isn't that natural? For me it is. Right, Mari? That's exactly why I asked Mari. Mari enveloped in light is there. The light is so intense it's incomparable to anything that came before. That's right. You thought you should have at least traded with me. I'm sorry about that time. Are you still mad? I'm not mad, since you said you were sorry. I'm also sorry. It looks like my time is up. I'm going to disappear. Good luck with the director without me. Bye! Yeah, but since it's you, Mari, I'm sure you'll be happy no matter where you go. You too, big sister. That's why... That's because it's our wish. Time is terribly short. We finally reached this parting, one that took the passage of 5 years to last only half a day, and could never be enough. Still, I am satisfied with it. Reality will not change. I know that no matter what I do today, I can never revive Mari. That's why, at the very least, I don't want to have regrets. Those feelings are granted in this moment. Mari, you okay? Yeah, I know. Death! What? This body is... A blue light begins flowing out of Sakurai Iso's body. Get sent to heaven, bitch! I've transcended my individuality. Why am I disappearing as Sakuragi Iso? Mari's taking you with her. No matter what sins you are shouldering, since you are a human, the place you will go is the same. Stop this. I will live eternally as a concept. He can't get over it. He doesn't want to be like a soul. Like, he just wants to be a concept. This is beyond my sleepy brain comprehension tonight. I don't know why you would wish for this. But this is proof that your soul has already accepted its humanity. Like, I guess concept as in he kind of wants to become God. But this would be like a shitty God. You'd be stuck in this aquarium and you would somehow need people to get in here on full moons to die and to live. Nah, that's too much work for me. Just take me to heaven, please. I'll take my eyes off the disappearing director. Stop this, please, This is so funny. It takes no time for all of him to become particles and become one with the light. He crossed over, suffering as a human. Fear is born only in the hearts of humans. I have no idea whether or not he was saved. Taking a small breath, I turned to Mari, who has almost completely become light. Mari. There's no response, merely a nod. She's enveloped by a gentle light. Whether Mari is human or a mere concept, I honestly am not sure. Without a doubt, Mari was able to interfere in this world after all. But the last expression Mari showed me was a smile. At the very least, I was saved by her. That's why, from now on, I'll treat her wish like a treasure and continue to help it come true. No matter what, to me, she was human. I can't get over the director's like, no, don't take me to heaven. No. That night, I dreamt of a whale swimming into the heavens. Numerous fish were chasing its large tail fin, the swell creating whirlpools. The mixture of light and dark was like deja vu. Whoa, how did I get here? Mayu, Mayu! It's a familiar voice calling my name that wakes me up. I'm not a hospital patient. Do you have no common sense? There's another voice as well. Even in my sleep, I know right away the owners of the voices. But I'm worried about her. I finally woke up and was surprised to hear from the nurse that my friend was in the hospital too. So much so that I couldn't stand. You're so noisy. This isn't your area of expertise, so just be quiet and wait. When you put it that way, it isn't yours either, Sayu-chan. Whatever, chubby. Hey, this has nothing to do with this. I'm not particularly chubby. She really isn't. She is not. What do you mean, chubby? You both have the same size. You're somewhat like a cow, making you at least 10 kilos heavier than me. Oh my god, is she talking about the tits? I'm not that heavy. There's a 10-kilo difference between me before Sayo eats and you after you've eaten. I was about to say. Why are these girls so chesty? Why are these 14-year-olds so chesty? Hey, what's up with that meanness? You speak in the third person quite often. Could you be prissy? I'm not prissy. Don't push the boundaries of common sense. I think it's fine. You'd be so cute and yet still have these moments, eh, Sayu-chan? Don't make fun of me. Jeez, don't be so loud around a hospital patient. Finally, my body has begun to awaken. The desire to stay like this with my eyes closed lingers. No, you have to get between your girlfriends to stop them from fighting. Hamino and Sayo continue their exchange. I'm not sure when it was that they got to know each other, but regardless, they're like fire and oil. Speaking of which, the two of them mentioned a hospital patient. Does that mean, in this case, I'm the patient? I could hear you two from out there. This is a hospital. Don't you think you should be a little quieter? Yeah, I kind of assumed she would live. We're all staying at the same hospital. This is amazing. Another voice mixes in with the other two. We're getting along as well as dogs and cats. And now I begin to find myself really confused. Looking through thin slits, a small girl is standing next to Himino and Sayo. She's probably shorter than I am and is wearing a soft and frilly dress. She's fashionable and quite a different type from Himino and Sayo. You did it. Sayo-chan did it. Okay. Now, if you fight every day, you'll just annoy Mayumi-chan. She warns at both of them in a gentle tone. I close my eyes once more and think about what I should do. Well, it's already been a week since Maya was hospitalized. The doctor said her life is in no danger, but I'm worried. I see. I've been hospitalized for a week already. It's the end of June when we visited Manton Aquarium, so it should now be the first week of July. There was something really big waiting for me in July. There's finals next week. Yeah, that would wake me up too. Without realizing it, I pop up. Pushing up the white fabric, I once more realized that this is a hospital room. Even though I felt differently on the day I hung out with Tamino, I had attempted to study. My results from the previous midterm exams weren't good, so I'd planned to take about 2 weeks to study, but... No, I've been stuck in the hospital. I'm gonna fail the SATs! I awakened too quickly for my liking, surely in a different way than what they expected. Tamino, blinking her eyes rapidly, stares at me. From a surprised look to a smile, then to a tearful one. In such a short span of time, all of Tamino's feelings come across to me. Tamino. Mayu. Before I realize it, drops begin to fall from my eyes as well. For me, it's equivalent to a reunion after several hours, so why do I feel so nostalgic? Mayu! Unable to bear it any longer, Himino leaps at me. Feeling the softness of her and her warmth, I'm sure that this is really my best friend. I'm here too. Sayo-chan, did you want in on the warm and fuzzies as well? Don't make this weird. For a while, Himino doesn't leave my side. It doesn't bother me at all, so I hug her back, and remain on top of the bed like that until the doctor comes. He's like, get this gay shit out of here. After that, a lot of difficult things happened. First, somehow on that day, at midnight on the dot, it seems I had collapsed at the entrance to Manton Aquarium. The security officer who had found me called an ambulance and I was hospitalized, bringing us to the present. Okay, so I was right. She could have just kicked her out of there and we would have been fine. Sao was immediately hospitalized, and Himino, who had been with her, fell into a slight panic learning I had also been brought in. The soft and frilly girl, her name is Minato Miku. She's Sayo's classmate, and was apparently one of the victims of Manton Aquarium, so she has been hospitalized here in the same hospital up to now. Boy, what a coinky-dink! On that day, her mental state was restored. From this to that, it seems to a lot has happened, but those were all other stories. The fact that somehow I avoided any sort of interrogation from my parents, or that despite the doctor trying to get me to rest, I've been studying really hard since I woke up. I thought once again a gravestone has been made for Mari. All those are other stories. I have no time to think about how I'm going to live my life from now on. Surely my busy days will continue, but ever since that date, something surrounding me has definitely changed. That's why, just a little, I'll live my life facing things head on. I can't believe I'm gonna have to play this again to save Hiyoshi-san. Try to save him for once in his goddamn life. I'm sorry, I need his backstory. Why is he a serial killer? Okay, this is definitely a different credit setting, so I don't know if this is like true ending this time. I just genuinely, like, if there's more to this, I'm not gonna continue tonight because it's already pretty damn late. But I'm gonna click start again to see if it like changes again. Da, 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 da. Oh my god, that ass! No, get the Saini Mariko, get that out of here! Get your cake out of here! I don't know, I still feel like we can save Hiyoshi-san. Like, Riko can't just give us that lore dump and let him die. I don't accept that. Ness, I'm shocked you're still awake. Did all these murders, surprising twist of murders, keep you awake? Because that's what's been keeping me awake. Like, there were so many murders. The fuck? Oh yeah, that reliable sound Bible. I don't even know what to say, honestly. Me too. I don't know. I don't believe he would die that easily. I don't believe this. Like, this whole second run was because I wanted to save Hiyoshi's hand. And he dies at the very end? Nah. I'm trying again. Is that better or worse? Yeah, yes, Hiyoshi wasn't actually a pedophile at Sex Fest. He was actually just a serial killer. Yeah. Yeah, I guess on one hand and then on the other. Pick your poison, I guess. Like, I don't know, she just says that, and I'm like, I don't know. She could be lying. Like, I feel like that's a lie to, like, rage bait. Yeah, dead men tell no tales. Remember, you gotta have a ton of fish souls when you die, and you can live on as a concept. The first day of summer break, I'm leaning against a pillar in Mantan Station. Of course, the reason is because I'm waiting for someone. I haven't come before the appointed meetup time. Spacing out, standing against the third pillar from the left. Of course, this is playing out like the beginning. Or like later in the beginning when they like first meet, but this has to be like a time skip. Yeah. Doing this makes me remember that day. The day I visited Mantan Aquarium. The day of farewell where I faced destiny. It makes sense, but beginnings are always so normal. There are 5 minutes until our meeting time. All of the lesbians are gonna meet up and we're gonna have a fun time at the mall. Yeah. At that time, Himino came early, but I wondered how today will go. Come to think of it, this is our first time going out since then. Just as I lose awareness of my surroundings, my memories are brought back as if in reaction to my situation. Thruple? No, they're a fourple, because Miku is with them as well. The world of fear and horror. The Red Mantan Aquarium. Talking about a world that's long gone, but right now, I'm being clearly reminded of it. That's right, it's... Yeah. In an instant, my vision has dyed pitch black. Even though my eyes are open, I can't see anything. Something cold to the touch is touching my face. It's become hard to breathe. Himino, stop choking me out. However, I don't feel afraid. Rather, I feel irritated. Himino! That's the second time. Himino pulls away the hand that had covered my eyes and mouth. It suddenly swings around in front of me, holding up 2 fingers and laughing. I'm kind of shocked. They actually gave him new outfits. I respond by puffing up my cheeks at Himino. Seems to be enjoying this from the bottom of her heart. She's right on time, so I guess a prank is a way of making things even. Jeez, you're so mean. You scared me. How do I put it? That's a staple of my routine. You know, this isn't good for my heart. Today, Himino's wearing a pink one-piece dress and an emerald green cardigan. That's emerald green? Okay. It's the first time I've seen her in these clothes, so maybe that she got them especially for this day. Along similar lines, I also actually have brand new clothes on today. They're very summery, and the color matches well with my beloved boot sandals. So they're prepared for going out. Those boot sandals are awful! Why do we still own those? Amino, of course, seems to have noticed, and we talk for some time. During our conversation, my eyes drift to the big Boston bag Amino is once again carrying. Amino, why do you still have that bag? Amino puffs up her chest with pride and begins fishing around inside of it. You see? Aw, jeez, it's fine. Could it be that you want to include that in your routine too? Oh, have I been found out? Boot sandals are such a weird plot point to come back to. I just hate them. They're weird and ugly, and I swear sometimes they're a detriment. Jeez, Amino. Speaking of which, earlier you said something about being fast with me. What was that about? You want to know, Maya-chan? When you say it like that, it piques my curiosity. But I can't tell you yet. You're not ready, Mayu. Aw. Jeez, don't get mad at me. Next week, I promise I'll tell you. Why is that? I don't want to know today. Next week, then it'll been a whole month that she's been stalling. And now she says I have to wait another week? What's the point in putting it off for that long? Having thought that far, I place my hand to my mouth with an ah. When I have a hunch, my face immediately becomes hot. From Himi's point of view, I'm sure there's mistaking the redness in my face. Next week, that's my birthday. I'm gonna be 15! I start to say, then close my mouth. Mina looks at me somewhat bashfully. She's really not good with surprises and the like. Rather than being annoying, I find this to be like Himino and charming. When our eyes meet once again, we both become strangely embarrassed. Well, what about some mood? Saya-chan, shall we get them to let us join in? Huh? I don't get it at all. Not very earnest. See? Foursome. Tayu, Miku-chan. Miku-san. The time is matched with the arrival of the train. Always in sync with the flow of people, two of them arrive. Our meeting time on the dot. I don't even remember the blonde one. She's the one who accidentally, like, almost ended her own life falling off a building. Hello. You didn't leave out the honorifics. We're all Saya's friends and all. I'm Kayu Mayumi-chan after all. When I greet her, Miku always returns my greeting in a relaxed tone. I can't get over her name is Miku. All I think about is Hatsune Miku. Miku-chan, long time no see. Mina-chan, it's been almost a month. You two are getting on well. Sayo, you too. That brisk way of clicking her tongue at what I say hasn't changed. It hasn't been more than a month leading up to today, first day of summer break, so it's not likely for her to change that much. The four of us together is also rare, if I do say so myself. The incident at the Red Maintain Aquarium onward, before we realized it, we had become friends. In place of Sayo, who doesn't care for emails or phone calls, Miku has served as the go-between, leading to the creation of the plan for us to hang out today. I quickly became friends with the self-paced, sociable Miku. I found it was somewhat wondrous that even I could become friends with so easily with anyone, but even in class, I feel like more people are talking with me. You don't get shy anymore when you experience something like that in the Maintain Aquarium. Okay, let's go. Yeah. I haven't heard anything about what we're doing today, though. Didn't I tell you you're doing karaoke? What? Karaoke? I'll pass. I don't care for it. What? Are you bad at singing? As if she were waiting for it, Himino was broadly grinning. When she talks with Sayo, Himino is lively in a different way than she is in class. According to Miku in the beginning, Sayo had the upper hand, but after several days there were signs that this was being reversed. I'm not bad. Are you embarrassed? That's enough. It's fine if we go. I'll say this, though I don't know how this will turn out. What does that mean? It's not like I come to karaoke frequently, but I know enough to know that it's not a place where something could happen. As something said behind someone's back, Miku was grinning for some reason. I honest to God. They were going back to the aquarium, but no, just aquarium thing karaoke. Gotta get over that trauma little by little. With Himino at the helm, we finish checking in. We ordered each of our drinks and a snack for us to share. Sayo and I sit towards the middle with Himino at my side and Miku next to Sayo. Just as we finally settle down, Sayo, who is the first to move, nimbly operating the touchpad remote, she leads the charge with the first song. Standing up straight, she uses the loading time to face the microphone and chat. Author really didn't know how to end this. I am merely entering songs like I please. Please add them as you see fit. They ended it with all the lesbians getting together for a foursome. Because that's what everyone wanted. When Sayo finishes saying this, intense strumming reverberates from the speakers. A rock number in the genre I know nothing about is unfurling from the speakers. Maybe it's the same for Himino. Sayo begins to sing the first line just a little bit late. I have a feeling I know why Miko didn't tell her until the day of that we were going to karaoke. As the ringleader of the cajoling, Himino looks like she wants to say something. I'll sing too. Taking a microphone from the table, Miku pops up. Miku is singing? Oh, this is Hatsune Miku moment. Unexpectedly, considering her appearance, Miku apparently likes hard rock as well. Sayo seems a little dissatisfied, but when the song starts, the both of them seem to be enjoying it. Compared to Sayo, Miku is a good singer. She accurately sings even the most intense songs. I thought Himino was a good singer, but this is even better. Hey, Mayu, I don't know how to get into this. Just as the second melody ends, Himino whispers in my ear. Even so, her voice is loud enough not to be drowned out by the microphone. I don't know either. I don't listen to this kind of music either. Right? Well, it's not surprising that Shadow-chan and Miko like this type of song. Himino and I have similar taste in music. Both of us like pop music. We sing them in front of Sayo and Miku. They might get mad. But when neither of us chooses a song, Sayo puts another one on. The band is different, but the song is the same. Anyway, should we throw up our hands? Agreed. Let's thrust out our fists. Somehow try to elevate the mood in the room, and it goes better than expected. Glancing at us, Mika starts to snicker. You two want to sing? Sayo's getting pretty pumped up. Seems wrong to interrupt. Sayo immediately makes a displeased face and tosses the microphone. If you want to sing, then just say so. But I don't know this song. It's fine, just sing. Even as I push the mic back towards her, Sayo won't take it. Maybe she didn't think I wouldn't know this song. Well then, Himino-chan, you'll sing too? Nah, I don't know it either. And the end, the three of us end up in a shape similar to a game of Oshikura Manchu. I don't know what that is game. Miku doesn't seem to like that she's completely enjoying it though. Despite the jumble and disorder, I really enjoy it. Then what do you guys know? Well, there was the theme to that recent detective drama. I like that song. I don't listen to those kinds of songs. I know it. Well, then the three of us can sing it. Yes, sit out, Sayu. Sayo sticks out her lip like she's pouting. After that, it wasn't really karaoke in the traditional sense. I found watching Himino and Sayo squabble to be particularly charming. During that time, Miko and I chat while drinking our beverages. Since this is still during free time, we can stay as long as we want. The fun times will continue on and on. For example, even when today's done, my time's not up. From here on, there will be many more good and bad times. I'll probably have many more arguments with everyone. I'll probably have times where I hate myself. Even so, in the end, I want to laugh and take it all in. Mari's wish! Because I think that first step is a happy one. Mayu, are you spacing out? I can understand why with this song playing. There aren't enough mics. Let's all sing together anyway. Right. When I stand up, a single drop trickles out and falls. The sound of drop? I was just reminiscing a bit on all that's happened. Just one last drop, and then I can no longer hear the sound of them. I try to sing with all my heart, but somehow it feels really good. Finn. my body's covering up, but it says Finn in the corner. You finally reached the truth. Okay, I think that was the true ending. Life. Oh my god, oh my bad. Whoops, I didn't mean to. Okay, I'm just gonna, like, I'm gonna end it here, but also I'm gonna start real quick just to see what happens. Like, I'm waiting for me to, like, click start, and it'll be like I'm in Hiyoshi-san's perspective this time. Yeah. Okay, it's from hers again. It went by so fast. The brr. No, I was gonna say, get me out of this. Here, let me go. Oops. Give me the title screen, thank you. The fuck are, like, the other endings, then? Like, I swear... I feel like you can save Hiyoshi-san. I swear. His death just comes out of nowhere. Like, I honestly... Like, maybe some night I'll come back to this? I swear, I thought this was gonna be endgame. But also, I want to save him. But, like, I can't think of any more choices other than, like, this, what was it? This one. It was one of these two. Fuck him. Like, it was one of these two. Let me just check. Yeah, because before I went with Kenji-san and that whole happened. But if I stayed here with her, like, maybe something different would happen. So I'm kind of curious. Is there a path where he isn't a sicko? Maybe not. But I feel like his death just kind of came out of nowhere. And they just said that he's a serial killer. Like, he didn't say he was. Rico did. I think she was rage baiting. Like, I might do just like a quick dig to see if you can save him. If I can, I will take that path, but if you can't, I won't. Like, I'll just accept that he died and we barely know anything about him. But thank you, Sleepy Kitties, for coming. This may or may not be endgame for this game. I'm at least glad I got the one ending tonight. It didn't, like, get split up. It didn't take too long. I'm glad we were all awake for this. The murders got insane. The murders went crazy tonight. But thank you, Sleepy Kitties, once again. Hope you have good dreams. Hopefully not nightmares from all the murders. I hope to see you all Sunday then for more Oblivion. More of me fucking around. And as always, whether you came in early, late, jacking. Yeah, jacking. Whether you're chatting or lurking, I always appreciate it. Nest, you're my sleepiest soldier. I'm glad you were able to stay awake. See you all next time. Choking my peanuts. Night. Yeah.